Hi, my name is Drew Monson. Before we start this video, I just wanted to let you know that it might be a little bit different than what you've come to expect from this channel. I hope you stick around anyway, I really do. I'm feeling a tiny bit stressed about it. Just so you know, being a YouTuber is not always easy. It's actually one of the hardest things you can do in this world. And if you think I'm joking around about that, or blowing things out of proportion, I highly suggest that you do your research and get educated and stay educated. Because this is the entire reason that we celebrate YouTuber Veterans Day, for all of the users who have logged off due to creator burnout, y'all. But for real, I'm about to show you the video. I hope you're not mad at me about it. I hope you like it. By the way, I was thinking, you know how you ask people, like, are you mad at me? Like, all the time? Like, that's standard human behavior. That's standard fare. But I was thinking, instead of, are you mad at me? Start saying, aren't you mad at me? Aren't you mad at me? Look in their eyes. See if they go, yeah, wait a second, I am. Because people lie, right? You might think you're being paranoid, and I know that you're watching this right now, and you are just about to have that realization like, wait, I'm paranoid. People aren't mad at me all the time. They are. No, trust me, they are. Look at you. Literally just listen to the tone of your voice. Why wouldn't they be? By the way, one more thing before I start the actual video that I was referencing that is different than my normal videos. There's a controversy going on right now with a YouTuber, influencer, Twitch streamer lady who's selling bags of cookies. I don't know if you heard about this, but she's selling bags of cookies for $7, and people are saying that those cookies cost too much money. I don't really have anything to say about the price tag of her cookies, but it did open my eyes to the possibilities of merch as a YouTuber, because, you know, I've concentrated mainly on shirts, sweatshirts, physical media from time to time, vinyl records, CDs, but now I'm thinking, okay, we're doing snacks? I gotta get down on some beef jerky. Imagine you go to the gas station, road trip, you're saying, hot Cheetos or potatoes? Hot Cheetos or Lay's? Hot Cheetos or... Wait a second, Drew's beef. Drew's beef. A little display with my face going, aren't you gonna have that beef? And you could support me that way? Maybe my own generic form of saltines? With an edible stamp pressed on every cracker? With a customized selfie? I'll take 100,000 selfies for the first batch. They're all a little bit different. My head's like tilted a tiny bit. And then if it sells out, I'll do another 100,000. I've got all the time in the world. I could even do pretzels, and each pretzel, I whisper a secret into the pretzel, and then when you eat them, if you meditate hard enough while you're crunching, you could receive that secret. We could even do objects. I could sell USB cables, a little micro USB, but it's like, it's different, you know, it's gluten-free. Go big even, a couch. I'll sell you a couch. And it looks, and I'm on the couch. And I'm on the couch like this, I'm like, what are you doing? Are you seriously sitting on a couch right now? One more thing, actually. I don't know if this is already old, but you know that thing on the internet where people are saying, oh, did you know that guys are always thinking about the Roman Empire? And if you ask your boyfriend the last time he thought about the Roman Empire, he'll tell you it was actually fairly recently, and isn't that fun? Here's my thought on that. My thought on you know what I don't think about and I don't want to think about and I resent you for making me think about? The fact that a bunch of jocks are pondering something they learned in 7th grade world history class. I don't like thinking about that and I don't want to. Don't make me think about that. And by the way, boys, if you want to be in the Roman Empire so badly, why don't you die and take your chances on backwards reincarnation? By the way, I'm completely joking. I do not wish harm on anyone, even if they are a male nerd, even if it does give them the opportunity to see the Roman aqueducts in person or even the Colosseum. Oh, actually, two more things. Number one, do you think that when a pilot, like an airplane pilot, is walking around and they see a plane flying in the sky, like in the clouds, do you think that they react differently than we do? Like, do you think, you know, because when I see one, I'm like, oh, wow, cool. Isn't it weird that there's people in there? But when a pilot sees a plane, he's probably like, okay, what are you doing? There you go. Nice. Slow and steady. Not bad. That's one of my colleagues, and he's doing a great job. You know, he's probably like, okay, there we go. Looks like a 45 degree with, you know, a clutch with the power control. Number 2, do you think that I could be a doctor? Because do you ever sit around and go, okay, I could be a doctor. You know what I mean? Like, it seems impossible, but all I'd have to do was be smarter and have an attention span at all, be able to commit myself to difficult tasks that last a long time. But like, it's not illegal for me to be a doctor. I never will be. But can you imagine just walking around knowing, like, I can do surgery? Like, no matter what you're doing, eating a slice of pie, I can do surgery. I'm eating a slice of pie, but I could do surgery. I'm watching a movie, but I could do surgery. I'm gonna have popcorn right now, but I could have my hands in somebody's heart. I just could. And if somebody ever walks up to you and is like, please, please perform surgery on my boy, you could say 2 different things. Yes, or no, but I am able to. I'm just choosing not to. Wouldn't that be crazy? I think there's a garbage truck outside and I hate that noise, I really do. See, literally, I want to be a doctor, but I'm just some guy that can't even handle the sound of a garbage truck. Like, that's 2 different type of men. Also, the other day, I tweeted that I don't think that Emma Stone is funny. Calm down, be respectful. You can disagree, but do it in a respectful way. Listen, I think she's a great dramatic actress. Stupendous. If she walked in here right now, she could convince me of anything. She could tell me that I'm handsome, and I'd finally feel beautiful. She could tell me that somebody was dead that's actually alive, and I would begin mourning them. I really would. But when she's in a comedy, she always does the same face. She's like one-face Emma. She goes, I don't think that's good. I don't have my glasses on right now. I don't think that's a good Emma Stone impression, but I don't need to do a good Emma Stone impression because that's not my job for you. Sorry, I'm mad. Sorry, I'm a little bit stressed. My turtle is splashing. I am in the splash zone, ladies and gentlemen. Do not get a turtle. You will be in the splash zone. But I thought I said my tweet in a funny way. I said Emma Stone really brings a certain not that funny vibe to her comedic performances. Listen, was I in a bad mood when I said that? Was I on the bus and hadn't eaten for a while and that particular bus driver was like not doing well with, I was gonna say speed bumps, but why would we be in a parking lot? But anyway, I said that, and let me tell you, not that she doesn't deserve them, but there are blood-hungry stans for everyone. I don't care if you're watching this right now and you're like, not me, I'm not famous. Well, you have stans. I don't know how it happened, but there's a fandom out there for you. It might just be your parents and a few of their friends, but they are ready to call somebody wretched on your behalf. Because I said that, somebody quote tweeted it. They put it on their page with a little comment. They put, why is it always the ugly losers? And like, I so badly want to be the person who's like, yeah, whatever, I'm sassy sometimes. Say whatever you want. But immediately I'm like, I'm an ugly loser? Like, not even joking. Because listen, sometimes on here I'm like insecure. I'm like, I'm not attractive. And then somebody will be like, Drew, I swear I'm not even a liar. And I would tell you, but you are handsome. You know when people say that, they're like, I would tell you. And you're like, well, why would you tell me if I was ugly? Don't tell me, like, even though you're calling me handsome, I don't like that you're telling me that one day you'll tell me when I get ugly. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like the ultimate test, because like that felt like the truth. Calling me an ugly loser, the real people can say whatever they want, my little sycophants. Oh, sure. But the second that you call Emma Stone not that funny, that's when the truth comes out. Now, isn't it? Okay, one more thing before I just wanted to do a little intro section for the people who just like this type of thing before I show you my little thing that I'm going to do next. I'm sorry if this is confusing, but it probably actually isn't. I was just thinking the other day, I wonder when the first time I drank water was. Because I think you're not supposed to give babies, like infants, water. You just give them little milk. And do you think that when I had, like, do you think they just gave me, like, a little bottle with water in it? And I was like, bleh. You know what I mean? Isn't that weird? I don't know. I'm kind of obsessed with the fact that I, like, used to be a baby, which I don't know if that's on the list of, like, narcissistic personality symptoms. It probably isn't, and I shouldn't venture to guess that it is, but I feel like people who are sort of narcissistic, like me, are kind of obsessed with their baby pictures. Like always, like, I found a new one! Wait, you gotta see this one! And when you really think about it, that's kind of only something for, like, the person you're dating. Like, everyone else doesn't really want to see our baby pictures, and I'm saying that as somebody who wants to show everybody my baby pictures. And I know there's going to be people in the comments like, I care about my friends' baby pictures. I'm a saint. Call me Mother Teresa if you don't mind. Why do I keep doing that voice? Anyway, do you think the first time I had water, I was like, no, give me the milky, please. I just want the creamy white. Okay, hope you enjoy this next thing I'm going to show you. Let me know what you think. It might seem different and weird and not interesting at first, but I swear I'm gonna say some funny stuff, okay? Brittany Broski out. Hi, SpongeBob and Patrick. So, as you might know, if you've talked to my mom recently, I've been wanting to make cooking videos, and I thought that I would try one tonight, sort of a practice run. I don't know how interesting or good it'll be. My energy is low because I'm very hungry, so I have to cook the food to save myself from, falling down and, passing away very quickly and without pain, but passing away nonetheless. So this right now, what you're seeing is me in what I like to call normal mode. If you're not familiar with normal mode, maybe you have your own. It's when you kind of don't get so wacky. Sometimes when I'm hanging out with friends, I'll start to sort of slap myself in the face to try and make them laugh. And every once in a while, one of them will. I just realized my nails are kind of nasty. I'll be right back. I'm gonna cut my nails. I was just thinking while I was doing that, it's so good that we don't have feeling receptors or whatever on our fingernails. Like, what if we had to cut our fingernails but it hurt so bad? And we just have to go under anesthesia every time. Oh, I'd hate that. Just kidding. I actually love going under anesthesia. Anyway, I feel like in cooking videos they clap. I'm gonna make vegan mashed potato, or dairy-free mashed potatoes. They are vegan as well, but I just wanna be clear, I'm not a vegan. I love chicken, I love turkey, but I don't eat dairy anymore because I've changed. Sometimes I forget the D at the end of a word, which is crazy because my name is Drew. And I'm also gonna make vegan gravy for fun. Just to be clear, this is all a joke. Like, I am making these foods, but I'm just kidding. Like, it's edible. I'm not gonna spit it back up, but overall, I'm just messing around. Also, I just got these cinnamon-scented pine cones at Target. So maybe I'll incorporate that into the recipe somehow. I don't think that wood or trees are technically dangerous to eat because they are natural, and I try to eat organic. So first I'm gonna peel my potatoes. I'm really good at peeling potatoes. I can do it really fast. I'll show you. So I actually have a cutting board that produces potatoes on its own. I'll show you. It just comes right out of the wall there, and then bing, bang, boom, we got 3. When I peel potatoes, I just kind of let everything hit the floor, and I don't worry about keeping it in one section, because the way I see it, it's not that hard to sweep. And yeah, that doesn't look very good, but it's only there for about 7 minutes. If you're wondering, yes, I have cut my finger from peeling potatoes. I do it in a very sort of violent way. So yeah, look at that. We got a nice little pile. I honestly think the reason I do this is that I like it. It's sort of like, when it's fall and the leaves are covering the street and you take a little walk to get away from your family. I'm gonna add one more potato. The first 3 potatoes were organic potatoes, I paid extra for them. This one isn't. I'm sort of wondering if I'll be able to taste in each mashed potato bite, oh yeah, I can tell that's 75% organic. A few times I cut my finger potato peeling and got blood on the potato and just washed it off. And then served it to my wife's family, laughing the entire time. They said, Drew, what is it? I couldn't even look her mother in the eyes. I just said, oh, nothing. So now, I think this is called cubing the potatoes. There's nothing better than the sound of a man using a knife. If you ever hear that sound, from your neighbors accompanied by screaming, knock on their door, scope it out. Don't just call 911. Don't be a Karen, right? So now that I've got all my little boys, I'm gonna fill this pot with water. Just enough for all the boys to go swimming. You know what, I'm actually gonna wash all the boys just one time through to be safe, because potatoes are dangerous. And when you're washing a potato, don't go crazy, you need it to be a little bit dirty. Just kidding. And yes, I washed my hands. I didn't show it to you. That doesn't mean it didn't happen. I actually realized this is the first time I washed my hands in weeks. They were starting to smell. You ever smell your hands and you're like, ooh, I need to wash these. Oh no, there's literally a tiny bit of glitter from the cinnamon pine cones in my potato water. Anyway, letting them soak makes them cook faster because potatoes are stubborn. That's what makes them so dangerous. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit them right here and they'll be fine, don't you worry. Boys will be boys. Okay, I'm gonna Google really quickly if recipes are copyrighted. Okay, I guess I just have to credit her. Thank you, Jessica Hilton, with a Y instead of an I. That's an interesting choice, Jessica. I love that. Thank you. I chose this one because there was a little picture of all the ingredients and that kind of made me feel calm. Now I'm going to set a timer for 12 minutes because I forgot to set it for 15 minutes and I'm estimating that it's been 3 minutes since I forgot to set it for 15 minutes. You ever do that? Also, I'm going to sweep the potato skins just in case you want to watch. And yes, just for any of you guys out there wondering, I am wearing white shorts. I bought them for myself actually at Macy's, the store. Oh. Sorry, I dropped something. I had to pick it up. I'm gonna put that in the video too. So here's my gluten-free flour for the gravy. I stopped eating gluten because my stomach is very sensitive. I also got a new backpack recently, which is a really big deal to me because I wear a backpack every day. I also need vegan butter, which I already have. That's dairy-free. Soy-free too. You don't want, you know, to get bloated. Because what happens when we get bloated? People can tell. They see it in our eyes and they don't like it. So the recipe called for soy sauce and I had a little bit in my freezer in a little, I knew I'd need this. I put it in here. I didn't want to buy a whole tub of it. And when I was at the store, I remembered I had this and I jumped for joy. It also calls for vegetable broth, but I'm using chicken broth because I love to eat chickens. This is free-range chicken broth, so these little guys got to have some fun before they got brothed. It says sea salt and pepper. I'm not gonna do that. I don't really like salt that much. Pepper, that's out of the question. It also calls for onion powder and garlic powder, but that's just not the kind of guy I am. I actually don't dislike salt. I just lost my salt. It says to make it in a pan, so I guess I can use my cast iron thing that my mom got for me. Right? People say that these are supposed to like be seasoned, like every time you make food it seasons it, but the whole idea of that sort of overwhelms me, so I just clean it off every time. I don't really like the idea of like if I have something else, it's seasoned by something I had a year ago. Like I don't live in the past, sorry. So it's telling me to heat 2 tablespoons of vegan butter on the pan. I'm just gonna do 1 because I kind of have like a male eating disorder. I'm afraid of having too much butter. Not always, but tonight. You know what, actually, F it. I'm gonna put all the butter on there. I can't be encouraging that type of thinking. I also don't have a tablespoon measurer, so it doesn't matter anyway. Wow! That actually makes me feel like I'm Gordon Ramsay. Like, I haven't heated up butter for like a year. Don't you love that? Going like, I'm gonna put it on high and it's gonna boil. I guess I should get this out of the way. I'm very unsafe. Just a tip, don't ever get into a kitchen with me, for real. Go, go, gaga, go, goo, goo, gaga. I also like to incorporate baby sound. Oh, never mind. It's telling me to put this in and then whisk it, but I don't have a whisk. I'm using a knife. This already feels wrong. Oh, you know what? Let's start over. Honestly, I know that it kills you at the end of the day, but I am gonna use my backup boy, my non-stick. My cancer sweetheart. Maybe I did need a whisk. I'm gonna use a fork this time. Like that's like a whisk's brother. And as you can see, my boys are now heating up. They're changing. With your whisk in one hand, use the other hand to slowly pour in. I like how she's telling me what to do with my hands. It's like kinda not your business, but I need to move on because this is burning. Whisk constantly, she says. I can do that. I guess this is just gonna be the rest of my life. What happened to Drew? He's still whisking. I'm a little nervous, but here we go. At a certain point, you just have to go for it. I mean, that's what Mama taught us. Wait, this is a lot. Wait, this is not right. That's just a pool. One more time. I'm gonna throw this away. The potatoes I'm gonna nail, I'll tell you that much. There will be no problem with the potatoes. Coco nana, coco nana, coco. I'm really trying to be a good boy this time, the best boy I can be. Let's just do, I'm just gonna use what I feel is good. Just seems like the wrong color still, but whatever. I'm just gonna add the soy sauce. Okay, this is changing things maybe. That's not like the least gravy looking thing you've ever seen. Like you've seen things that look less like gravy. Name some of them in the comments. Chili powder, that doesn't look like gravy. Let's try it. That's actually good. That's actually good. That's nuts, because I did that. I wish I could show it to you. You know what, next time I do one of these videos, if you like them, let me know. I'm gonna invite, like, however many people watch this. I'll get a bigger house, whatever. And I'm gonna feed each and every one of you gravy, whether you like it or not. Okay, I was supposed to let it simmer on low heat for a while. That's a good idea, Jessie. That's literally gravy. Okay, so these are done. I'm going to strain the water out. Go. And if you're a glasses wearer like me, I always like to get a little bit messy with it. And then I'm gonna put them back in. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of olive oil with my teaspoon thing. And then I'm actually gonna use the chicken broth again. I'm gonna start with 1/4. Add more if necessary. With mashed potatoes, always start with less, because if you get that soupy mash, you're gonna wish you were dead, and I'm not joking. This is a masher. They made an entire product just to smash things. Can you imagine being the guy who invented the masher? It actually sucks that, like, we weren't born. You ever think about that? Like, if I was born 2,000 years ago, I 100% could have been the guy who was like, I've got it, a masher. There, that's enough. So I used 3 1/4, so that's 3/4. The equivalent of 75%. And there you go. Mash them for as long as you want. If you have nothing to do that day, just mash them for a few hours. One time I turned my phone off and I just mashed, and I kept mashing. And eventually the sun came up. For the most special boy in the world, here you go. That's something you can say to yourself after you make yourself a meal. Just gonna put some of it there. Big old glob for the guy. I'm also gonna heat up some ground chicken I made earlier today with rice. Now when you're microwaving leftover chicken, get a little spoon and get in there and mix it up. You know, you wanna make sure all of it gets warmed. I don't have any, and I already had this, so if you have a problem with me not using turkey in my Thanksgiving meal, email me at shouldaUsedTurkey111@gmail.com, and I will refund you the cost of watching this video, which was $0. Is that illegal to write a $0 check? It's probably not illegal, but we can admit it is rude. Okay, here we go. Let me know if this is disappointing to you. I'm just gonna put this here. Imagine you're in love with somebody and they make you that. But for our big finale, oh, that might be, okay, you know what, it's not good when the food you made already looks like leftover. Kind of looks like a belly that like recently lost weight. There we go, even on the chicken. Even on the chicken. And then you gotta turn off your simmer. Do not leave your simmer on overnight. Oh no, honey Joe. I gotta be honest. I wanted to have Thanksgiving dinner, and this is not very good, but I love it. I'm crazy, I did that. I just realized, not even joking, eating is the best thing you could ever do. Like, I don't know about you, I don't always hunch over when eating. I just don't feel like moving my tripod. I base my entire life around eating. Like what I'm gonna eat next, how I'm gonna get it, what it's gonna mean to me. People make fun of me sometimes because I eat like this. It just gets more in there. You ever do that, like the shovel method? Okay, thank you for watching. Let me know if you like this, because I am nervous, like I'm doing a new thing right now. Even if you comment like, this wasn't that good, I kind of wish I didn't watch it. Like, you still looked at me, and you see me, and I can see that. I can see that. So yeah, I don't really know how to end this. I guess I could dance or something. Maybe next time I should just do the dance, huh? Because now I'm literally realizing right now, like, this is the video. Like, what's the point? Like, I didn't have to buy ingredients. Are you still watching it? If you're still watching it right now, that means my dance was good. You can't act like this isn't a good dance. You would have turned it off. Want to see a picture of me and my sister when we were little? I always thought that, like, if I die, I know this is like a sad and also narcissistic thing to think, but if I died, this would be like such a sad thing for her to look at. Because like, we're smiling and then all of a sudden I'm gone. I'm only going to admit this to you at the end of a YouTube video because it is private. But I have had the thought, like the imagined scenario of me dying and my sister seeing this and being like, that's what it's like now? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? My kitchen's really dirty, so I guess I'll just clean it. Anyway, thank you for watching. You are so meaningful, you are so bright. Anyway, go to my Patreon if you want to see another video of me talking more. Hi, or as they say in my homeland, cowabunga. Full transparency, I'm making this 2 days later than the last part you saw because I forgot to sing the names of the people who pay extra money on my Patreon. If you're wondering what the boxes are behind me, my CDs came! If you don't know what I'm talking about, just skip ahead, but I was told that my CDs would be done in October. Somebody lied. I don't know who. I'm at the mercy of the manufacturer. That's what I kept being told. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to scam you. I have a fear of scamming people, so this has been a stressful time. But they're here. I literally was so scared opening them that there was going to be typos in the little booklet or there was going to be a problem, but everything's good. I went, yes! Out loud, I went, yes! Can you imagine me saying that? Little old me saying the opposite of no. But yeah, I'm gonna sign those. So if you're one of the people, I have a bunch of boxes here. If you're one of the people who bought one, I'm gonna touch it. And I'm gonna take these out. I didn't know if to sign it on here or to sign this, but people told me to sign the actual little booklet. So that's that. I'm sorry. I'm putting stickers that I have made with my own money. Not to sound like a teacher, but I spent my own money on little stickers with my turtle on them. I get so much merch out of my turtle. I should start paying her an allowance. Anyway, if you watched this all the way through, thank you. I edited the video and I was like, this has got to be the most basic, boring, like, I don't think people make cooking videos where they're just like, me making meat and potatoes, but I had fun. I want to make different types of videos on here. I don't know. This is my second channel. I don't want to stress. You know, it's supposed to be just like, whatever. If you go back to the beginning of this channel, there's a video where I just like went crazy in an Airbnb and made a song about how I was going crazy. I think it's like a minute and a half long. And now I've turned it into like, it has to be this way. It's 1 hour long and it's me being goofy. But today is something different. Okay, I'm gonna sing this song. And thanks for being here. Merry Christmas, as always. Sophie, Orlando, Kate, M. Bella, Kennedy, Emily, Rose. Lucy, Girl, Greg, H, Katrin E, Jillian A, Maddie T, Eden, yeah, Tabitha, Lynn Slat, and Josephina, Cannibal Kira, Gayla, Jordan B, Stephanie Kinsey, LP, Eden B, and not to mention Andy, and Sarah Jane P. I just remembered my dream from last night. But it's too much to explain. Like, I wouldn't even know how to put it into words. Jane Pierce and Domla, Kenya, and Curie Lux and Kathy Gans, Ellen S, Tabitha Starr, and Tyler Lee Jones. Sorry. I'm serious, goodbye. I bought this at a garage sale. A lady made it. I was like, where'd you get that? She's like, I made it. I was like, here's $5. And then I walked away. I was like, I spent too much on that. But then I was like, I just supported a local artist and I didn't even mean to. I love you. I love you. Wherever you are, baby, which is around the corner from my apartment, I miss you. I wonder what she's doing right now, the little mistress who made this. I shouldn't call people that. It smells really good. You ever think about cinnamon? Like, how lucky are we? Imagine if there wasn't cinnamon. Like, would things be different? Yeah. Would things be worse? Would things be work? Yeah, it'd be a work to get through every day. You'd always be on the clock if they didn't make cinnamon. My belly just shook and you couldn't even see it. Next time I'm doing this video without an S on, and I'm talking shirt. Okay, bye. Wait, how do you do makeup? Do I have to get this wet? Is this paint? What do I do? Oh, okay. So I put that there and then